Here it is. It's a little weapon. Okay, try and keep it short and sweet. Exhaust. Genuine Yoshi. Not really, the sticker is. But that's eBay. As is. All the way through. Comes with a gasket. I didn't really... I mean, like, I'm not too fussed that it goes all the way through to the back. So I'm pretty impatient with these things. Bolted it straight to the rack. This camera is really shit at focusing, so bear with me. Oil cooler. Mounted on a little piece of aluminium strip that I got from Bunnings. But does not attach at the bottom. Why is that? Because all the bolts for the bolting kit are too short. They only just fit the nuts on. There's your peg, and there's your brake lever, about 2 inches lower. It rests on your peg right there. That spring would bring it up higher, but the engine has pushed the pegs down, pushing your fucking brake pedal down, and yeah, resulting in that much difference. It is annoying when you first ride it, but you get used to it. I'm just going to weld a bit of steel on it, bring it up, have a big fat pedal. The CDI that comes with it has a completely different plug, so you'll have to eBay another plug. I haven't done it yet. Still running the normal CDI. Ow, that's hot. This lead is the original, because the one they send you is 150mm shorter than it needs to be. When I went to hook it up, I had it sitting about here, and I went to pull it through and fucking pulled it straight out and broke it because it was too short. I thought it was just caught up on something. That's my little spinner for the manifold. I think that's about it for this side. That's your clutch, in case no one's ever done them before. Clutch adjustment up in here. You will find that when you go to play with your clutch and set it up, you'll see, you can't really see it here actually, there's a bit of movement before it actually grabs. So when you set it up, this actually springs back to about here, and you've got this much free play before the clutch actually engages. So make sure you fucking get that tied up, otherwise you'll go to test run it like me, think you've got the clutch pulled on, drop it into first, and it does a backflip on you, bending your number plate, and that's not cool. Before I go around the other side, oil coolers, you got 2 lines that mount in there. I don't know, I'd say this one I think this one's the one coming back in and the other one's going out. I don't really know, don't really care. I figured one's coming out, one's going in, doesn't matter, they're going through a cooler. It runs, it works. So yeah, it has a 6-volt battery in it, which I think is my problem here. It doesn't flash unless I make it flash. The carby. the carby only has one fuel line in, so don't know how you'd all go about it, but I have run the reserve line into the carby. You just have to check your fuel levels every so often. That's my fuel filter, which is pretty cool. Depends what servo you go to as to what colour fuel you're running through. At the moment it's a pretty shit grey brown colour. That is premium, believe it or not. I don't know, other servos premium you'll see is a fluoro pink colour. That is my spinner for the manifold. You can see just in here, maybe if it changes. Come on. It's going to be difficult for me, of course. Yeah, you can see just in here, that screw is the original screw point for this, your manifold. The reason I have that spinner in there is because this carby and manifold fucking point you straight in towards your frame, and it's extremely tight, so I didn't want it resting against that at all. I bought it out, $25 for that from a motorbike shop. I think it was worth it. These are the original fuel lines. I've just cut them, and the primary line, instead of blocking it off, I've got a fuel tap right here, and that's connected to my primary line. It's just turned off and tucked away. I'm hoping I can find some sort of Y tap so that I can run a main and reserve in the future, but just to get it running, it's running on reserve. The airbox is a toolbox, which I've just used like a milk lid or a Powerade lid, whatever fits for you. I've just tightened that up in there with the strap, just so I don't get shit in there. I just need to block off this top one here. There's a gap right there for the world to see your chain go round. When you first go to mount your engine, you'll find this top bolt up in here won't fit. Don't change it to a smaller bolt. You'll need to get a 10mm bit and drill it out so that bolt fits. And it fits pretty snug, so that's good. You don't want it to move around on you. This is your second engine mount bolt, but because these engines are different, the bolt carries two brackets that come down to your adapter plate that bolts to the bottom of the engine, and you can see there that there's a lot of fucking bolts and nuts and shit. They could have made it a lot easier for you, but they haven't. Overall, the engine, I like it. It goes hard. It gets a lot of looks. It's loud. People know I'm there. But as a kit, it's fucking horseshit. If you're gonna sell a kit, you sell everything so that you don't need to leave the house. Bar the exhaust, obviously. But to have to run the original lead for the spark plug is pretty shit. The CDI doesn't come with a plug for you to rewire, so you have to order one of those. Having that manifold fucking hitting that frame is shit. Having to go out and buy one of them on your own is shit. Sad thing was having to cut my plastic, but they're the things you do. This is the original throttle cap, whatever you want to call it. Still got this little pink dot from Honda, but I chose to run that one just because it's got this elbow on it. The one that it comes with sticks straight up, and my throttle cable would be running like fucking up here somewhere. So I've run that just so I can tuck it in there. Clutch cable. The cable's just off eBay. You don't need anything special, it fits pretty good. This handle is from the Honda shop. I don't know if this is sheer luck, but it's curved to go around that stupid fucking whatever it is. I don't know what it's for. But the handle comes with its own bracket, which it's not going to focus on. But yeah, you get the gist. So that just bolts on 2 bolts. That pod filter being there is a little bit annoying. I've got it angled sort of up towards the bike because there's your new gear lever. The old one doesn't fit, which is also annoying because I like to use the heel to go up gears. But because I wear boots, it gets in the way. But it's not too bad pointing up. Anyway, that's 11 minutes. If you have any more questions, ask me. If not, go out and enjoy. Plus, I haven't changed it over legally. It's not on the books. I'm not going to. There's too much drama. I called up Department of Transport for WA. Before you touch the bike, you have to hand in modification request forms, and they can take 4 to 6 weeks to come back, giving you permission to go about what you're doing. And then you need engineer certificates and all sorts of fucking hoo-ha. So I'm keeping the original engine so I can throw it in if I do get caught, swap it back over, go get it tested, show them that it's all good, come home, throw this back in. And yeah. So yeah, that's that.